What's up, boys and girls, men and women? We're playing Warwick Jungle, Preseason 13. And yeah, that's what we're, oh, let's not do this. I do not like, so the first comment I want to give on Preseason Warwick right now, do not like this one. This is not good in Warwick. Warwick is probably one of the worst red pet users in the game, I feel like. I think blue or green are both good. Blue or green are both good. So that's what I'm feeling. What is... FPS is kind of struggling here.
Minions have spawned.
Give me 1 second. We should be okay. So yeah, my first impressions on Preseason 13, I like it, man. I think Warwick Jungle is feeling really, really nice. Honestly, like really nice. It's feeling better than Season 11, better than Season 12 for sure. I don't know if it's gonna feel like as good as like old Warwick. I remember I used to love Jungle Warwick. Used to love Jungle Warwick. Now I just don't like love it as much anymore. It's just kind of okay. Previously, but on this new patch, I'm liking it a lot. So, and I haven't played too much, so things of course can change. My opinion could change. Maybe it's like some items will get nerfed, and then like suddenly he just feels bad again. Who knows? But I think overall, like across all of the changes, I think Warwick is just feeling better in so many different ways. His first clear is a little bit faster. Now, granted, every jungler's clear is faster. So, comparatively, I'm not sure if it's actually that great. But there's other strengths that makes his clear not as bad as it used to be. It's not just about the first clear speed that I'm really worried about with Warwick. Like, for example, Scuttle Crab spawns at 330. This means that Warwick can now full clear before Scuttle Crab comes up. Which, like... yeah, if you're comparing your clear speed to like another champion, like who cares if they clear like 5 or 10 seconds faster than you? If they can't really do anything in that time period, right? We got Bobkin, by the way, on his patented LeBlanc pick here. Already starts off the first blood. You'd like to see it from Bobby Boy. But yeah, so as far as like first clear speed, the Scuttle Crab changes are very, very nice. Also, I love, this is one of my favorite changes, by the way. Look at these Krugs. Look how satisfying it is to kill these Krugs. It'll be even more satisfying when I get Tiamat, and then one auto attack just kills everything. I do not think I can actually. Go. Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there. Oh, by the way, very, very important information. I know everyone's going to ask, what are my runes? These are the runes we're running. We're trying out Conquer. And, yeah, these are the runes I was running last season, and I think they're still pretty good. But the key thing to keep in mind, this is very, very key. Key thing to keep in mind, well, it's not super key, but it's an opinion that I think no one's going to really pay attention to, but I think is actually, like, definitely better. And that is double adaptive runes as opposed to attack speed and adaptive. So instead of going the attack speed rune stat, go to AD rune stat. And the reason being is that Warwick's or the jungle pet scales off of AD. Your Tiamat, of course, scales off AD. And Tiamat, by the way, is buff nowadays. It used to deal 50% damage to like really close nearby targets, but the targets on the edge of the Tiamat were taking like 10% of your AD, but now everyone's taking 50% of your AD. So Tiamat is just way better. So the AD scaling is, the AoE on Tiamat's a lot better, scales off AD. I don't know. I can't really go into all the details as to why. Like there's a reason why I think that the AD is better. There's like a lot of like small details, but I do think that it is a little bit better. And I'm pretty sure it increases your clear speed like 2 seconds if you go this now. It used to be that your clear speed would be worse if you didn't go attack speed, but now it's actually better. Just because of the jungle pet. So that's what I'm running in my runes. As far as build, what are we running this game? We're going, I really like Ravenous Hydra. So that's what we're going to be running most of our games. I think even with like a tankier build, honestly, like if I'm trying to go tank Warwick and just be a frontline for my team, I'm pretty certain that going Titanic Hydra just kind of sucks, because Titanic, like the components for Titanic are kind of terrible early on for Warwick. And then even once you complete the Titanic, it's really not that great early on. It's like a item that scales pretty well into team fights and stuff, and in lane it gives you like good wave clear, but in the jungle I just don't think that Titanic is good at all early. Well, and that didn't happen right there. I did not think that Shin needed to go that hard in. Kind of messed that up. It's fine. Makes the game more even. We'll take it, right? Reset. Then we're going into Titanic Hydra, or not Titanic, we're going to Ravenous Hydra. And yeah, I think there's the early attack damage, the CDR is just, it's just really necessary for Warwick to have early attack damage in the jungle for him to really function well. It's super massive, and that's why he's been so trash the last year or two in the jungle. It's just he has no early game AD options. I tried to hold Q there and it just didn't work, so I don't know. Got my ult up. Q through him. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I wanted the assist there so that I could get the treasure hunter stack, but it's fine. It's no big deal. Go ahead and just keep on farming away. Also, one change I also really like in the jungle is, oops, I like the fact that when you reset your camp, it doesn't completely screw you. I like these bonus treats you get. I really like these bonus treats. This is like a good way of Riot balancing farming and ganking. It's a really good way of them balancing the two, I think. And I'll tell you what, a popular opinion that I've noticed a lot of people think is that counter jungling sucks nowadays. I honestly think like early game counter jungling, yes, does suck, but I think like mid game counter jungling is actually better. I think it's actually stronger in the mid game, because yes, it's harder to get a successful counter jungle off, but I think it's more punishing. I'll explain more about it later if I do get to that point. Let's just focus on the early game. You know what? It's kind of not. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, sure. Not sure if that was the angle you guys were looking for. But go on. Shin ult was nice as well, just to make sure. And yeah, so we're getting Ravenous Hydra. We're going to go ahead and grab Iron Boots. I obviously played Steel Caps are still good. Merc Treads are still good. But Iron Boots are going to be just like probably the best like overall like default boots. So unless the other options stand out, I really like this. Plus actually this game, I'm going to be going a very AD heavy option, or AD heavy build in general. So we're not just stopping at Ravenous. We're going to keep building some AD. So yeah, I also I think the jungle is really nice in multiple ways. I think yeah, my wave clear is much stronger after the first clear. I didn't touch on that, but the fact that like one of the issues that Warwick used to have is that his wave clear was like kind of mediocre the entire game. Someone like Graves has bad wave clear like on their first clear, but then it obviously just like ramps up over time and he starts one-shotting camps pretty easily. Warwick never got to that point ever since TMI active got removed, and it was just really bad for him. But now you actually just kind of delete camps, so you can power farm much easier. Plus the new jungle rewards power farming with you know, you get stacks of your jungle pets, which is very nice. Helps you get to that upgrade a lot sooner. Plus we got Ravenous Hydra, which gives stacks when I farm camps. So I get so many, like, there's so many incentives to just power farm. There's so many incentives for me to just power farm, and I think it's honestly great for Warwick. A very, very power farm heavy, like, meta in the jungle is solid for me. Especially considering, again, I can actually power farm because I'm not too slow anymore. And this just means that Warwick's mid game is actually really strong again. I'm not sure if he's as strong as he used to be in the mid game because there's no Tiamat active, but his mid game is strong. It's definitely doable. And on top of that, he actually scales better, I think, than he even used to. So that's a huge win. I don't know if this red's up. Can't ult that man. Okay. Like we just did not deal any damage here. Oh, huge. Saw a big AoE fear there. Big AoE fear followed up with AoE taunt. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. They just stacked up. The Shin ult was actually perfectly timed because they didn't see his ult coming. Shin ulted right when, I can't remember who he ulted. I think it was Caitlyn or something. I don't know. Whoever he ulted went right around the corner into Fog of War, and then he pressed R. And they didn't know they were walking into him. And that made them a little bit cocky, and they stacked up. Perfect right there. Also, at other boots, I actually think that Sork Shoes might be pretty good, considering that Warwick can stack more AD now, and therefore can burst harder. Maybe it'll help with that burst. Not entirely sure. Haven't tried it yet, but there's a theory. You'll probably see that in a video at some point. Go get a little old-fashioned smite kill. Remember, your mid-game smite now. Your upgraded smite is just blue smite. You always have blue smite now, which is some good stuff. Let's go back to our jungle, farm it up. This Kane's going Jak'Sho. That's actually kind of interesting. I think that could actually work on Kane. I think that's kind of a cool idea. But as far as like our actual build, we're gonna be going right now. I think if I'm wanting to go an AD option, an AD mythic, I've been thinking Gore Drinker and Divine are probably the best options. I know I always kind of hate on Divine, but considering you have much better CDR options nowadays with Ravenous Hydra and Spear of Shojin, you can actually afford to go Divine, which is pretty nice, actually. And Gore Drinker, of course, can just, like, if you have a bunch of AD, you'll have decent damage and a bunch of CDR, and you can just spam all your abilities and stay alive constantly and just drain tank like crazy. I kind of need a recall, but I also want to... Like, I need 300 gold for my mythic, I think. How much is Divine? Yeah, Divine's 3,300, Gore's 3,300. So I gotta, like, clear these camps out. Or maybe we just go ahead and just get a kill top lane. Super also, yeah, another reason why Warwick's clear, by the way. Another reason why Warwick is much better in the early game in the jungle is Warwick does not take damage in the jungle anymore. Yes, of course, Warwick always had sustain. People completely... This is like something that I don't think people are realizing about the new jungle. Is yes, Warwick always had sustain in the jungle. He could never die. But he would always exit the jungle. If he full cleared, he'd always exit the jungle with like 60% HP. Right? 60%, 70% HP. But now you're after every time you clear a camp, you're full HP. And that is huge. You have more HP when you're actually going for these ganks and these duels, which is a huge advantage. And people aren't going to really realize that, but it was something I definitely noticed after a couple ganks. It was like, wow, I'm not getting one shot in these ganks anymore. And it's just because I'm always full HP every single gank. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's go. This game's a tad bit of a stomp. So one of the reasons, by the way, why I mentioned earlier that counter jungling's buffed in the mid game is because you deny these bonus treats from the enemy jungler. That's one reason. So you deny bonus treats, you deny their stacks of their pet. I feel like there's another reason actually in there. I can't exactly remember what I was thinking, but those are definitely two prominent reasons as to why the mid-game counter jungling is really, really strong. We got our ult up here soon. We can just wait. Let's go. I got a tad bit of gold to spend here. Pop the Herald. Hey, we just gotta keep going, right? At this point, we just gotta keep going. Why even spend our gold, you know? Why even spend it? Let's commit to the push. We got this. We're gonna clear out the next wave. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We get another little smash here. And also, this is really fun with this blue pet upgrade. Anytime there's a bush nearby, just run in it. Boom. Tag it. It reminds me of playing Portal. I don't know how I can really explain it, but like when you're playing Portal and you're like having to like... You're trying to like tag these like speed boost spots or whatever. That's what it just feels like to me. I know I probably should be spending my gold here. In theory. That's not good. I am a little strong though. So we'll see if I can buy anything on this next while I'm dead here that will be decent. I could go Divine. I could go Gore. I'm thinking actually, let's try Gore, let's try GA.
Shut down.
How much is Spear Trojan? Spear's, yeah, 3,400. So I'm thinking about trying to like do like a Warrior Wick build. You know, back in the day I used to go Tiamat, Warrior, and a GA. I think maybe you could go like Ravenous, and then either Gore Drinker or Divine, and then GA. And it'd be basically just as good, maybe even better. Because it'll scale better. You're not gonna get your GA before 20 minutes most of the time. Obviously I do here because I'm just ridiculously fed. But I think that this would be like a really, really strong mid game. This just looks like a strong mid game power spike at least, right? So the bad news of going Ravenous though is after you die, and I'm someone who ints a lot. If you've ever watched me before, I int quite a bit. You're gonna lose stacks and you lose AD and you have to restack it. Also, so tip with the blue pet. But when you're like... I hate Riven. I hate Riven. I hate Kayn. I hate both these champions. Like, it actually just... I can't do anything. I can't. Oh my god. There's no way we'd lose this game. I had 6k gold, man. There's no way we'd lose this game, right? Right? I feel like Riven... Well, actually, Ziggs is doing a lot. I should probably just be going up for the Ziggs. I'm trying to focus the Riven and Kayn, hoping that we can do enough damage to burst them down, but they're just too... They're too mobile and slippery. I think I gotta just try to just kill this Ziggs. Be the best bet. Oh my god, he's just smurfing now. Oh, he's smurfing his brains out, man. I'll lose my GA there as well, which is terrible. But yeah, so with the blue pet, by the way, you can exit the brush and then re-enter the brush to get the full movement speed again. So if you're like, so for example, if you're like about to like gank a lane, I'll show you an example. So imagine you're trying to like gank this right here, like someone's right here and you're trying to gank. So and you're sitting in this bush right before you actually gank. Instead of just running at them, go like, boom, and then you get the movement speed again. Exit the brush real quick, and then exit back in, and you get the burst. Boom.
An enemy has been slain.
Boom. It just feels so satisfying for me. Hitting every single bush. I like the sound as well. We get a treat stack as well. Gotta get the bonus gold. Okay. All the way. I had Shin, but we can't kill these two people. Please. There we go. I got the gold too, which I love. Absolutely love. Ah, random ass Ash arrow across the map. Why does that always happen? Man's going tank Kayn. Okay, that was worth it. That was a really good value smite right there. I'm like basically I'm KSing my teammates in every single way, but like come on. I can't pass on that opportunity. Although if I do complain that we don't have enough damage, you know, I can't complain anymore. Okay, so we're gonna try out Spear. So another idea I actually had, by the way, in terms of itemization, I was thinking about going maybe like a man immune. I think man immune could be really good in like the mid game. So that's an option. I'm not sure if it's good. I'm actually not like... I'm pretty sure it's not going to be optimal, but it's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's a possibility it could be insane for 1v9ing, especially when you compare it to like, you know, like or when you use it with like Spear Shojin. Let's go. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a huge problem. Wait, I don't think we can do this. I don't have faith. I'm sorry, man. I do not have faith in killing time. I made the smart play. I'm someone who loves to just limit tests, but I don't think we can do that in time. Okay, thank God I dodged the Ash arrow. That was not paying attention to. Got my ult coming back up. Okay, big. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Full HP. Ult's coming back up. We got our GA up as well. I might just go ahead and just reset. I want to get my Spear Shojin. Let's just grab this just because I actually don't know what I want my last item. I think Death's Dance is a good option. Death's Dance is pretty good. Boy, I made an item set for this. There we go. Here's my item set. Here's my item set I made. Go. Huge. Oh, okay. That's actually really nice that went over to LeBlanc. Whew, that was a sticky situation. Let's go. Oh my god, man. I love it. I'm loving Warwick, man. I'm loving the season. I can just do whatever the heck I want in these fights. Like I know I'm 17-2, but it's like previously I couldn't even like get ahead reliably, and it feels like I can now. Now I can actually like get ahead in 1v9 without like relying on the enemy just being bad. Go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. What's my spirit? What's my CDR at, by the way? What's my CDR? 100 haste. 30 haste from my Spirit Shojin as well on my Q. I can just Q every like 2.5 seconds, literally. Literally every 2.5 seconds. Q is up. I'm gonna reset. Oh wait, JK. Yeah. We should technically Baron here. They have no Kayn. Their Riven's also recalled. Or she's just coming from base. Everyone in their team is recalled. I don't know what I want here though, as my last item. Okay. I'll figure it out in a second. God damn it. Annoying ass arrow. Yeah, I could go Death's Dance. Let's go Death's Dance. And we'll go Elixir of Wrath. That way we just have more AD. 40. So I have 123 ability haste. If I had blue buff, I'd have 133. Obviously, LeBlanc's going to take it, which is fine. And then I get almost 40 ability haste through Spirit Shojin. So my Q would literally be like literally is just a straight 2-second cooldown. if I have blue buff, or well, almost a straight 2-second cooldown. What's my Gorginker healing this game, by the way? It says it's not that much, but I don't know. This seems bugged. I'm pretty sure I've been healing more with Gorginker. I could be wrong. Remember, smite is 100 or 1200 now. Okay. Get out of the— no! What happened with my team, man? Like, just no one's around. I think we're all focusing this Kane, but he's full tank Kane. He does nothing. Like this Kane actually should not deal that much damage. He's just gonna be tanky as hell. This build actually seems kind of funny though. I'm not gonna lie. This actually seems pretty funny. So yeah, as far as my like AD Warwick item setup build out, I was actually thinking that maybe Duskblade could be a good option, or Triforce for an AD option as well. But I think Gore and Divine are the best two. Like I said, I want to try out Merman at some point. It's too late to try it out this game.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I could go defensive options, but I don't want to go defensive options this game.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I think what we got here is fine. I think this is the play. Also, really OP strat in the mid-late game, when you have Ravenous Hydra and you lose some stacks, just push out like 2 waves and you get it half stacked back, or you just get it fully stacked back up. Look at this. If you clear your jungle camps, you're only gonna get 2 per camp, but if you clear a wave, you get 6. Which is kind of crazy.
The city is my hunting ground.
I also forgot that there's no shield on Scuttle Crab anymore. See my movement speed here? Every time I walk in the bush, it goes up to 5 of 6. My W cooldown is so low. I can just W on repeat. Nice. Oof. Wow, the burn damage. It was the burn from Landry's plus the burn down from my death stance that killed me there. Damn. Go Bobby. How is Rod of Ages in LeBlanc? I'm not sure. I feel like I don't know like who would like Rod of Ages that's not Ryze or Cassidy. Like, Ryze and Cassidy, I feel like they're the only 2 people that will actually care about Rod of Ages, and everyone else it just seems kind of bad on. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys, you get some healing, right? I guess you get some healing, and you get some movement speed. But the movement speed is very uncontrolled. Like, it just kind of happens sometimes. It's not something that you just get to really pick when it occurs.
I almost felt that. The memories went back of a tactical strain.
I want this blue buff. LeBlanc's gonna ping it. I know he's going to. Okay, he's not. I've earned my right to take this blue buff. 133 haste. I have 182 haste on my Q in particular. Yep, just front lining. That red buff reset and it just instantly healed to full. Didn't know it did that. Heal. Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. I just need to hit something. Back to full. Back to full HP. Wow. Mmm. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and I think an Ash ult's gonna come, so I gotta back out. Use our blood trail. Farming away. The only reason we want to farm here is so we can get our Ravenous stacks. I'm gonna reset, get my elixir. I have GA up, remember. I have GA up. Oh, let's go. That was sick. Doesn't account that much though. No, he can go over walls. We might be able to... Nah, he's just too tanky. I forgot it's Tank Kane. Maybe? Maybe there's hope. Got a Ravenous fully stacked up now. Smite that. You know what? Maybe not the best play by me. I shouldn't have even gone for that. They just have too much CC with Ashe and Ziggs there. I can't 1v2 them. It's just not possible, and I lose my GA, which is not good in that situation. Is it worth? I probably should just get rid of my GA right now while I am... I don't have it. What do I go on? This could be really good. My Q cooldown's so low. I feel like it might be good. There's no way. There's no way they go for the end here. There's no way. There's no way. No! LeBlanc got hit by the arrow. Ziggs can just kill everyone. Everything. Okay, wait. Not winnable. But we lose. But I don't know. That's Warwick this season. I lost just like Warwick did in the other seasons, but it was a fun one, and you got to see potential. That's all that matters. Peace out, guys. It was still a fun one. That's all that matters.